It's 2:15. I have just been using my brain for the last about 90 minutes to more or less make my own curriculum. And I say more or less because I wouldn't necessarily call it a curriculum, but it is, in a sense, a lesson plan. And I use some of my educator skills to kind of plan this like a semester. And what it is, because fun fact, I am 24, which means soon, in 175 days exactly, I will be turning 25. Um, and I wanted to just kind of create kind of just like this plan to just more intentionally build myself up. And my deadline is not a real deadline because growing is lifelong. Um, but ways to build myself up so that when I hit 25 and my brain develops finally, like finishes developing, I have done things to help it grow and mature. And that's my cat's feeder. Um, but there are three sections I'll be covering. Um, the first one I called Luxury, Happiness, in a Life of Pleasure. Now I'm reading. In the pursuit of living a life with more luxury, I misspelled that. I'm a pause so I can fix it. Okay, I'm back. That was just gonna really bother me. But in the pursuit of living a life with more luxury, happiness, and pleasure, and I forgot the comma. There we go. And that's why I did it in pencil. Um, I will interact with the BAP Handbook, the work of Epicurus and hedonism, in the creation of my own BAP Handbook. I will call it the Grace Handbook. Um, and it will just be like kind of like a person. It would take the concepts of Epicurism, hedonism, and the ones found in the BAP Handbook, and creating my own handbook. Kind of just like, what is my guide to being me? And I'm doing that, one, because I think it would be fun. I think it'd be really fun. But two, I think I would understand myself better if I have a handbook. Like, I've always wanted a handbook on how to live, and that doesn't exist. But if I can give myself a handbook on how to live my life, or how I want to live my life, so I have a visual representation of who I want to be, like what I'm growing and doing all of this work in myself for, I think that'd be highly beneficial and also just really fun. And I said that this could just be a document, but it would be something that could be really fun to get bound. The next section is 5 skills I want to develop, and I think I'm going to low key do it just like one skill a month almost. More or less. But all of these, I kind of want to be doing at the same time to show that the pieces of my life don't have to be separated. They can be interconnected. That said, the first thing on my list is to learn how to do the splits on both sides. I want to learn how to do specifically like front splits. And how am I going to develop this? By stretching every day until I can twerk in that hoe. Yup. And the next one is gardening, literally gardening. And I already have kind of started a garden. And if you've watched this far and you want a video of my garden and what I've done with it so far, put a picture of, what do I have up there? Put a picture of a zucchini, because that's the most recent thing I have added, a zucchini. Or trying to grow zucchini. But I just said keep experimenting with growing in abundance. Driving, 'cause I don't currently drive, and for me, I've always equated driving to having some sort of mobility, and to me, having a mobility equals freedom. And I literally wrote mobility equals freedom for you. Get it, bitch. I put get it, bitch. That's hilarious. Ooh, that's on there good. If anyone wants to know what pencil I'm using, what is this? It is a Pilot. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's this pen. Come on. If it would focus. I don't have another hand to. behind it. So it's actually my only pen that has point 0.3 lead in it, and I kind of really like it. I kind of really like it. I also kind of really like my lips in this light, but I'm also kind of obsessed with myself. Which is also why I'm drawn to hedonism. Just my own obsession with myself, I feel like speaks to hedonism in a way. Um, photography. Wait, did I skip one? No. Photography. When I was younger, I was into photography. Like my parents even bought me a camera. I bought myself another camera, and they both work. And I have a couple other cameras that I need to get up and fixing. Well, one's technically a video camera, but that's still a camera. But I just said revive an old love through research of skills, photographers, and actually taking pictures. I've been figuring out what I do and don't like to do, and that's going to be on cameras, on my phone, if I can borrow other people's cameras, because I don't got no money. But that one for me is as I've always had a love of photography, in the forms of of art forms. Like, yes, I'm a musician, but of like the fine arts, I think photography is considered a fine art. I consider that to be one I've always been drawn to because like actually like if you do it right, you will like capture a moment in time, and I find that really beautiful. And I feel like paintings are like a compilation of moments in time. And then the last thing is dancing, and all I put was Let's Dance dash Diana Ross. If you know, you know. Um, but yeah, I just thought those would be fun things to like learn how to do. And then one is this necessity, the driving necessity. I need to learn how to drive by the end of the year, mostly for my fucking sanity. I've been trying to learn how to drive and get a license for no lie a decade. Not of my own fault either, and not for lack of trying. Definitely not for lack of trying. What's stuck? What are you? Don't you want to go away? There we go. How are you off the track? I will say one thing I don't like about this is that like I swear I've had to fix the cover like twice this month, and it's really annoying. And I'm not gonna deal with it right now. It's 2:20. It's 2:22. Our last section. Let's see if I can do this in under 3 minutes. Is order and chaos, and I want to tailor a routine that doesn't feel like a routine. It just feels like things that I can add into my life to give myself a sense of normalcy and control, especially when I don't have control. So, one is three things I want to start doing, and then I say I do, and then I sometimes do, to help kickstart my day, but I'm not the best at. Um, I want to stretch when I get up. I want it to be the first thing I do. I don't want to get up and touch my phone. I want to get up and stretch. I want to eat something, even if it's a boiled egg and a singular piece of toast. That's just fine with me. I just want to start my day with something in my stomach and protein. And then hygiene. I have depression, I have physical disabilities. So for me, hygiene is very extremely hard. So I want to find ways to make it not feel like such a monumental task. I also want to just create a day every one day a month where I'm like going over everything for the month, and then one day a week where I go over finances, I meal plan, and any general things that are happening in the month or the course of that week. And then rewards and incentives, just treating myself nicer. I want to plan at least one date for myself a month. I want to buy myself a present at the end of every month. I don't know how to do that. I will figure that out considering I'm a broke grad student. And then the very last thing is a weekly whimsy hour where I either dance in the rain, I play dress up, um, I spend an hour gaming, just something that allows me to feel like I'm doing something fun and not just like feeling blah. Like purposely planning fun time. But anyway, follow me on this journey if you have watched this far. I will also be posting these on my YouTube, which is linked in my bio, or it will be if it's not currently. Um, but yeah, I hope you have some fun. And if you want to do your own, do it.